Welcome back to the channel, guys. So last video we left off, I said I was gonna have, the aprons off. I think this one was still missing, so we can start mock fitting. For those of you guys who are not aware, just tuning into this video, this is a 1995 Integra GSR that my brother and I put together, sold to someone. They got it stolen. I bought it back. It sat for 3 years, and now I'm putting it back together. I want to reconstruct this front end in about, I think, 3 different stages. So number 1 is going to be putting the aprons back on. From a car I had about 2-3 years ago, I junked the car, so I cut the front end off of it, and I used this because at that time I already had this car, so getting the pieces and building up the courage. So now we're here. Step 1 or phase 1 is going to be the aprons. 2, figuring out how to splice this front portion of the frame rail onto this frame rails that are cut. Last phase is going to be the radiator support. It's going to be fun. It's probably the most intensive, frame bodywork stuff I've ever done in my life. I mean, we've painted cars, but never structurally put a car together. And I've done a couple JDM front ends, but again, I'm talking about splicing frame rails on. So I did it off camera so you guys didn't see it, but the way I was able to remove this was actually on the donor piece. I cut a splice here and here. This piece came off and this came on because, as you guys can see, there's a huge hump right here. You guys can see that? I mean, show you guys right here. So you see there's a huge hump right here, and because of this frame rail, there's no movement forward like we are able to do on that side. So I think the best way to go here would be to either drop it in or go straight up. We can't go straight up because of this here, so our only option is to drop it in. Ideally, we could go this way, but I don't want to cut and weld anything I don't have to cut and weld. So, and the right way of doing this would be to remove this whole side apron, and then this will go up. I put that piece afterwards because it's like a layer. I'm pretty sure on the other one I banged this thing to no infinitum, and I don't want to remove this from this because together they're going to create what we need it to create. So also, just by looking here, these spot welds aren't actually the same. These 3 here are different. So we're already gonna have a problem with lining it up, but first things first, let's try to figure a way to put this in here that makes sense. We're too far here. So that's us being close here, but this thing's completely in the way. I mean, I suppose that if I obviously don't want to make a cut here where people could see, but I suppose worst case scenario, I could see where this is gonna hit here, and I could remove the spot welds and try to cut a straight line and then just weld that piece in to allow us to set this in accurately, or not accurately, but without having to give up some of this, the integrity of these parts here, because this mount is very, very important. And this lining up is I mean, it's gonna line up within these spot welds, so it's gonna be within I would say within a quarter of an inch of where it's supposed to be. And I think that with the polyurethane bushings, you have that much give, but we'll see. We also, I don't know if you guys can see it, but on top of the cowl there's these metal brackets. Those I made as jigs off of this front end that goes to all 3 fender bolts. So that'll also be another check for us to line this up, which I should have done on that side when I had that in, but that'll be for later in the video. So I don't feel like killing more time. I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna remove, looks like, let's see right here. So looks like this is where it has to go. So I think if I just remove these spot welds, it'll be enough. I'll go one more back. So we'll remove 1, 2, 3, 4 spot welds on top, and these 3 are already removed. So it looks like we'll just remove one more here, and we'll cut this piece out, and that'll let us play with this as long and as much as we want without having to risk removing this, which we're not gonna do. Seems like this has some sort of issue. Oh boy. I know it's not much, but this is looking nice. So it looks like we have the same problem here where I missed the spot weld when I was removing them. So we're gonna have to clean that up. We have to remove the wheel, basically do the same thing we did there. Might just change it up a little bit and just actually remove the spot weld versus trying to grind it down, because it'll just save the metal. I need to get like a, what's it called? Something dolly. Like a hammer and dolly, that's what it's called, hammer and dolly for like body work. But you know, if we work on it, like right now, it's being held on by this spot weld right here. So that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Put a thumbs up in the comments if you guys think it looks good. And if you don't like it, do not give us a thumbs down. That really hurts us. Just thumbs up only, people. Positive energy only. I think if I put a spot weld, I mean a clamp here, a vice grip here, make it look great. Yeah, this is a huge, for a car to be sitting for, this is the 3rd year, or maybe the 4th year, I don't know. For a car to be sitting at least 3 years, untouched, and then like, this much progress happens at once. This is the type of stuff, these are the cars that sit in your garage for like forever, and then like every once in a while you start like, you know, I'm gonna finish this thing, but we're gonna finish this thing. Woo-hoo! I can already see it, guys. We're only gonna add this much of the frame rail, but we're gonna box it in. So that's it for today, guys. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you have those data sheets so I could start measuring these things, make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be, email us or hit us up on Instagram. See you guys on the next one. Peace.